Stuff is Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Say, pardon me for my, sometimes, bro, I get to going. Nah. When I mean what I say and I say what I mean, sometimes it's hard to let that shit go. Sometimes I get distracted. I told you, bro, I'm just trying not to slip on too many goddamn banana peels at this point. But some of this shit I'm gonna start letting go, bro. Some of it I'm gonna start letting go, but when it get too hectic, bro, I gotta debunk it. I gotta, because it's just so much bullshit and so many lies that are being spread. Sometimes I just gotta speak on it. But I never want that to overshadow me talking about this sweet science and giving fighters their credit, bro. Giving them their credit, bro, and talking about the greatness of certain fighters, bro. I don't want to ever deter from that. Even though boxing is 80% bullshit, bro. The 20% is that Terrance Crawford is the fighter of the year. It ain't close. This shouldn't even be no debate. This shit ain't close. It ain't even. What are we talking about? Listen, bro, I'm a huge fan of Devin Haney. He's second, bro. He's second runner up, but it ain't better than what Bud did, bro. It was impressive, bro. Loma, that shit. I think I'm definitely gonna make Devin Haney versus Lomachenko was fight of the year. That was the fight of the year in my opinion. It was just shitted on, and it was so much robbery talk that it took away from a great fight. That was a great fight. Matter of fact, since I'm talking about Loma, let me say this too. Most fans, in my opinion, they crowning either David Benavidez or Inoue. Most fans, even black fans, most of them are saying Inoue hands down because he's 2-time undisputed. They're not talking about who he beat. You would think that the Cool Boy win was a better win than Bud beating Earl. Now, the way they talk about, I'm not going to get on Inoue, but I'm just going to say, they act like that Cool Boy shit. Even Cool Boy and Tamales combined, bro, that ain't half of what Earl Spence has done. What are you talking, bro? But anyway, in my opinion, I think Lomachenko is better than Caleb Plant, better than Andrade, definitely better than Cool Boy. I'm gonna say some wild shit. Right now, at 35 years old, bro, Loma and Inoue, it ain't no huge gap. I'm gonna keep it real. Even though I never thought he was white Jesus and he was good as Floyd or not, Lomachenko, I can argue he better than Inoue, bro. I can really argue. He a better boxer. He way more technically sound. He got a higher ring IQ. Real shit, I gotta tell the truth. Lomachenko got a higher ring IQ. Better footwork, better defense. I can argue it. I'm not... You can argue that Loma's better, bro. When you look at the because the version of Loma that fought Devin, bro, Loma got up for that fight. Look at Loma versus Devin and look at Loma versus Jermaine Ortiz. Now, the Jermaine Ortiz version, no, that's not better than Inoue at all. The version that fought Devin, bro, Loma looked young again. Now, he looked like that shit they said when he was 26 years old, beating up 18-year-olds in the Olympics. Nah. Loma the truth though. Can't lie. I cannot lie, bro. Loma, that motherfucker bad. So, Devin's win over Loma alone is better than anything David Benavidez or Inoue done, in my opinion. And beating Regis just adds to it. But even that, bro, it's close, bro. It's Devin had a hell of a year, but I can't put that over Bud, bro. Got to put a little more respect on Bud's name. I'm just gonna tell you some real shit, bro. I'm just gonna break this shit down. There is no fighter in boxing. There is no fighter that exists in boxing, bro, that has beat a top 3, really, Top 3 for sure. Because most fans had Earl top 3. Definitely top 5. But I had him top 3. There is no fighter in boxing that has beat a top 3 pound for pound fighter. Only Bud, bro. These dudes, you don't never get to see this kind of shit. David Benavidez versus Canelo, like I said, that ain't no for who's the pound for pound. They just trying to say it's a money fight, even though David Benavidez sold 60,000 pay-per-view buys. They just trying to act like it's some great shit for Mexico. But that shit ain't no skill versus skill. That shit ain't for the best. So, you know, most fans, when they not full of shit, Canelo ain't no top 5 pound for pound fighter, bro. I got Bivol ahead of him, bro, because Bivol beat him. So, I'm not finna get on all that, but the point I'm saying is Terrance Crawford beat a top 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing. And, you know, I just looked at the fight again. I've watched it several times, and it took me a while to watch the fight, to really start watching the fight, because it bothered me to see Earl like that, bro. It did bother me, because I'm a huge fan of Earl Spence. It bothered me to see him go out like that. But as I watched it this time, I got a different perspective. Every time you watch a fight, you can get a different perspective. That's why it's good to watch film. And I watch a lot of film on Bud. But I'm here to tell you, bro. We can talk about Earl looked like he was on that side with Diesel or some of them Girl Scout cookies or some shit when he walked in the arena, bro, or when he was walking to the ring. You can say that shit all you want, bro. But at the end of the day, I am completely convinced. Let me tell you something. Even if Earl was 110%, you don't beat Bud. You don't beat Bud, especially not that night. Especially not that night, bro. Does Earl have action in the rematch at 154? Yeah, he got action. But at this point, I'm damn near convinced, bro. And I've said before, you know, Earl can win the rematch. I just don't think Earl can fuck with Bud, bro. And I ain't never said that before. I don't think Earl can fuck with him. And it ain't nothing. Earl is an A-level fighter. I just think Terrance Crawford is an A+. Terrance Crawford is an A+ fighter. Earl an A-level fighter. He's already a Hall of Famer. I don't think you can fuck with Bud, bro, because I'm finna tell you, it's shit I see. For one, Bo Mac outcoached Derrick James. That's for sure. You were definitely outcoached. The difference is, what's scary, and reason why I say I don't think Earl, at this point, I gotta favor Bud in the rematch. Terrance Crawford showed and proved that I've been watching you. Terrance Crawford has Earl completely figured out. He had an answer for everything he did. Earl and Derrick James don't know nothing about Bud, bro. They didn't. I don't think they watched film enough. I think they were just confident that, man, he ain't no dog. So when it becomes a dog fight, Earl gonna outdog him. That didn't happen. They underestimated the power. But I'm telling you, bro, Bo Mac and Terrance Crawford, they've been studying Earl. They've been studying him for years, in my opinion. I think they've been studying him. I really think they've been studying him. And Terrance been studying Canelo. That's why he calling for that fight now. They've been studying Earl Spence and Canelo. I think Terrance Crawford and his entire team been studying them. Been studying them, bro. Listen, Earl was not prepared. But in Earl's defense, let me say this. And I'm finna get out Earl because this is about Bud. But in Earl's defense, in that 7th round, when he got hit with that right hook, he had already been dropped twice. When he got hit with that mean ass, that's one of the most lethal knockdowns. Most fighters would have quit, in my opinion. I think some of y'all favorite fighters would have quit at that moment. When you realize you outskilled, outwilled, the power, he had every right to do like Ryan did when he quit against Tank. Earl kept getting up, bro. Earl is just, that's one thing I trust about Earl. Earl ain't no hoe. Earl the fighter of all fighters, bro. And I got you as an all-time great. But anyway, Terrance Crawford, what's dangerous about him, everybody know he's a sharpshooter. Everybody know he's one of the greatest counterpunchers that ever laced up a pair of gloves. But nobody was expecting Terrance Crawford to punch with you. He'll punch in between your shit. Strong. There's nothing that Terrance Crawford can't do in the ring. I said what I said about the Earl Smith, and also, especially in the first 2 rounds, Earl hit Terrance Crawford with some heavy shit. Hit him right on the top of his shit. Terrance Crawford took some good shots from Earl. Good shot. Even after the 2nd round, he took some good shots from Earl at times. Earl landed some good shots. A lot of people just look at the knockdowns and Earl being hurt. Earl landed some shit on Terrance. It never moved him. But anyway, so he's always proven to have a granite chin. 2 of my favorite performances, besides the Earl win, is Mean Machine and Shawn Porter. Mean Machine because it just Terrance Crawford when he was just mean. He just took Terrance Crawford. There was no skill to what he did against me. After he got hurt, he said, "Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about ring IQ. I don't give a fuck about outboxing. I'm coming for your head. I'm not gonna be satisfied till I knock you the fuck out." That's when Terrance Crawford showed that. He did that against Gamboa too, but he was more strategic. But Terrance Crawford proved in that Mean Machine fight that I can say fuck it, bro. I can take my ring IQ and all that shit out the window, and I'm just gonna fight you. And I'm not gonna stop fighting you until you down on the ground. That was one of his meanest performances to me. He was mean. And that the uppercut on Jose Benavidez Jr., that shit was lethal. But I would say the Shawn Porter fight is the most impressive because, in my opinion, the Gamboa fight was tough, bro. The Shawn Porter fight was the toughest fight of Bud's career. Shawn Porter fight was the toughest fight of Bud's career, and in my opinion, bro, some had him down on the scorecards. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people think the best version of Shawn Porter was when he fought Earl. No. I think Shawn Porter was in better condition. He was ready for a dog fight. Shawn Porter was the best Shawn Porter I ever seen him in the Terrance Crawford fight because I seen him thinking. I said, damn, Shawn Porter do got a high ring IQ. Shawn Porter has a high ring IQ. He just wasn't better than Earl and Bud or Keith. Shawn Porter would have dominated many divisions, bro. Shawn Porter was a bad boy. He was just in a division with dudes that was just special. But Shawn Porter, let me tell you something. And they was homies. But Shawn Porter in the first 3 rounds for sure. Shawn Porter tried to break, and he said it after the fight, I tried to break him. When you look at them first 3 rounds, Shawn Porter was on Bud ass and landing big shit. And that's another thing why I say that was one of the best versions of Shawn Porter to me, because I watched him, he didn't smother his punches like he normally do. He landed bombs on Terrance Crawford. He rocked Terrance Crawford 2 times in that fight, at least 2 times, rocked him, hit him. I'm talking about literally timing, set down on his punch, timing. He rocked Bud a couple times. Rocked him with the overhand right. Rocked him right on the top of his shit. Terrance Crawford, and also, I feel like Terrance Crawford, he wasn't overwhelmed, but he was surprised in the first 3 rounds. It was Terrance Crawford's ring IQ and them left uppercuts that slowed Shawn Porter down. He was throwing the left uppercut to the body and he was throwing it up top. And when Shawn Porter started feeling that shit, by the 5th, 6th round, Shawn Porter started slowing down. And he stopped coming in as much because he didn't want to get countered. I think that was his toughest fight because, like I said, bro, Shawn Porter didn't just fight the norm. He fought with strategic aggression. A lot of times he can become reckless. Shawn Porter really fought a smart fight. And another thing, it's not just that he fought a good fight. Shawn Porter's style has always been bad for Bud, in my opinion. I always said it. I said Shawn Porter gonna be a tough. This was always my scenario. I always said Shawn Porter gonna be a hard fight for Terrance, and I always said, man, Danny Garcia gonna be a hard fight for Earl because Earl gets hit and that left hook can stop him, bro. That's why I was impressed. That's why Earl beating Danny is one of the most impressive wins to me. Because I always thought, even though I thought Earl would beat Danny, I thought Danny would, he might drop Earl a couple times. And also, like I said, with Shawn Porter and Terrance Crawford, I said, Sean Porter can damn near overwhelm Bud, bro, with the right strategic aggression. Sean Porter had a bad style for Terrance Crawford because Sean Porter got fast feet. He get to you quick. And Terrance Crawford had never faced nobody with fast feet like that. And with the head movement, Sean Porter has a very difficult style to beat. So, like I said, Terrance Crawford was just after he hurt Sean Porter in like the 4th or 5th round, and Sean Porter slowed down a little bit. Terrance Crawford just started cruising through the fight. He stopped trying to hurt Sean. It wasn't until because he stopped him in the 10th. Yeah. Right after the 9th round, Bomac told him, bro, you down on the cards. You're going to have to separate yourself from the competition. He said some shit like Bud went and knocked him out in the very next round at will. And Sean Porter is very hard to stop, bro. Matter of fact, Bud was the first person to stop him. Yeah, Sean Porter had never been stopped. He got dropped by Earl, got dropped by Adrian Broner. He had never been stopped. He stopped Sean Porter, bro. I just think Bud is one of the best finishers that has ever laced up a pair of gloves. And in my opinion, and I was talking to my partner the other day, we were talking about boxing, and he was comparing Floyd to Terrance Crawford. I said, man, at this point, bro, I got Terrance Crawford top 10 of all time. Top 10. Some may say top 15. I got him top 10, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, listen, I definitely, without a doubt, and I'm gonna tell you something, Floyd Money Mayweather was a bad motherfucker. And I'm telling you, bro, Floyd Money Mayweather was a bad boy too. He was very good, bro, as Floyd Money Mayweather. But I'm very convinced that Terrance Bud Crawford beats Floyd Money Mayweather. But when it comes to Pretty Boy Floyd, 50-50, bro. 50-50. Terrance Crawford got long arms, and I think people sleep on that. He 5'8", but his arms are long, bro. That motherfucker got them orangutan arms. But I'm just saying, his shit long. It's the way he loop his shots around, bro. You just don't see his punches coming because his arms are so long. Even at 36 years old, Terrance Crawford got unbelievable reflexes. Terrance Crawford has some of the most educated feet in boxing history. Terrance Crawford has great feet. But versus Pretty Boy Floyd, I'm just gonna say, bro, Terrance Crawford is just as good as Floyd to me. Just as good. Right there with Sugar Ray Leonard. I think he better than Hearns. Yeah. I think he better than Roberto Duran. Yeah, bro. Definitely better than Shane Mosley and them. Better than Zab. Better than Oscar. I got him up there with Pernell, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Floyd. I got him up there. In my opinion, bro, people keep talking about, Sugar Ray Leonard was big and he was a big welterweight and that's why he would beat Floyd and he had faster hands and he was a puncher. Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard was a puncher, bro, but I think Floyd was better. I'm just going to say it because he was smarter, bro. I just think that boils down to it. Because that's what it boiled down to for Sugar Ray Leonard to beat Roberto Duran. He just had to be smart in box. But Sugar Ray Leonard would get undisciplined and get into exchanges. Floyd was more disciplined. Sugar Ray Leonard may have been more talented, had more skill, just had more tools, and just was more exciting. Sugar Ray Leonard was more exciting, more explosive, faster hands. He was bigger. Floyd was smarter though, and his defense was better. Hands down, that's without a doubt. Floyd Mayweather's defense was much better than Sugar Ray Leonard's. Even though Sugar Ray Leonard had great defense when he wanted to, shit wasn't better than Floyd's. And Floyd never got tricked into a wall. I just think Floyd was better, bro. Slightly. But Terrance Crawford, I think out of anybody, I think Terrance Crawford is a tougher opponent for Floyd, just stylistically, than Sugar Ray Leonard. Then Tommy Hearns, then Roberto Duran. Terrance Crawford is a tougher style. I'm telling you, bro, I got Terrance Crawford right there with Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, neck and neck. I got them neck and neck, bro. That's just how good I knew it. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a huge Earl Spence fan, and I think he's special. I could probably put Earl Spence top 20. I could probably put Earl Spence by top 20. Definitely top 25. But I could put him top 20, bro. Earl is special. Earl is not just Earl special, bro. He just ran into some shit, bro. Ran into some shit. Terrance Crawford right there, bro, in my opinion. And like I said, even though I like Earl a whole lot, and it's kind of even with me liking him, but I always like to watch Terrance Crawford more. Terrance Crawford is one of them. Out of all the fighters I watch, bro, he right there. When I want to watch the greats, I watch Terrance Crawford. I watch Floyd. I watch every Floyd fight at least 5 times, bro. At least 5. I watch every Sugar Ray Leonard at least 4 or 5 times. I watch every Tommy Hearns. I watch every Pernell Whitaker fight at least a couple times. And Terrance Crawford, bro, I watched Terrance Crawford's whole career at least 4 or 5 times. I done seen that Victor Poster fight by 7 times. I've seen the Gamboa fight at least 10 times. I watched Terrance Crawford's entire career. I watched that Sean Porter fight so many times. So he one of them fighters that I can always watch, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. And you know what's so disrespectful? They keep trying to put people ahead of him, bro. Terrance Crawford has been moved from 1 to 2 to 3 his entire career, even though we know, bro. They had Fatback Fury, bro, ahead of Terrance Crawford for beating Deontay Wilder, but you motherfuckers say Wilder trash, though. Fake ass fan. You motherfuckers had Usyk ahead of. Let's just name all these non-black motherfuckers who don't got the sauce that Terrance Crawford got, but you motherfuckers try to put them ahead of. And black fans don't stand up for that shit. Tell you, we weak, bro. Some weak motherfuckers. We gonna be well ready for this new Negro they creating, bro. I'm just telling you, we ain't gonna protest that shit. We already letting our kids change their gender in California. Man, I ain't even getting out. But I'm just saying, bro. They put Inoue ahead of Terrance. They put Usyk ahead of him. They put Canelo ahead of him. These are all the fighters they've constantly put ahead of him. Canelo, Inoue, Usyk, Tyson Fury. They just keep doing it, bro. They keep acting like these dudes are on this level. Nobody's on this level. Nobody better, bro. I didn't say it. I told you, motherfuckers, from the eye test, Boost the best fighter in the world. But if Boost was to fight Terrance Crawford, he would get baptized, bro. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He would get baptized. Now, if he wait by 2 more years, because Boost still a little wet behind the ears, bro. He's still wet behind the ears. It's things that Terrance Crawford possesses, bro. You just ain't seen too many fighters at 36, their reflexes still working that quick. I'm telling you, bro, Earl was never expecting Terrance Crawford to punch with him. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Also, in the rematch, the only way Earl beats Terrance Crawford, he can, bro. I think Bud better. He can. I don't want to just say he can't beat Bud. Without that jab, Earl cannot beat Bud, bro. Terrance Crawford took his jab in the first 3 rounds. And also, Earl never recovered from the first knockdown. Never fully recovered. But Earl need his jab. He need his jab against the Terrance Crawford. He need it. But anyway, I'm just telling you, yeah, I got Terrance Crawford beating Money Mayweather, but Pretty Boy Floyd, that's a neck and neck fight. That's a neck and neck fight. But when you talk Sugar Ray Robinson, it just nobody can compare to him, bro. Nobody can compare to the Sugar Ray Robinsons and shit like that. It's just too much sauce, bro. He better than a lot of fighters, bro. Better than a lot of fighters. Yeah. Better than Bernard, better than James Toney. I got him over all them dudes. Yeah. Better than Winky. I love Winky. But these are fighters. I love James Toney, Winky right now, and all. Terrance Crawford on another level. Terrance Crawford is on another level. I'm just saying, bro, it ain't too many fighters that's versatile. The way Terrance Crawford make adjustments on the fly, it's like that motherfucker was born to fight. And when you hear his story, bro, his mama used to pay people just to whoop. Couldn't nobody whoop him, bro. I think that motherfucker was just born to fight, bro. Terrance Crawford is the dog of all dogs. To beat Earl Spence, bro, I'm just saying, bro, that shit is hard to do. He made it look, that shit is hard to do. And I already said, Earl and Derrick Jones, they underestimating his power. I knew that. I already knew that. Earl thought he could just walk through him. That shit was stupid, bro. Shit got you baptized, bro. It's just different, bro. Terrance Crawford, you can't just name fighters and no, you just can't. When you talk eras, bro, he can fight in any era, bro. Ain't too many fighters I could name that could even fuck with him, bro. He's far better than Prime Pacquiao would get stopped by Terrance Crawford in devastating fashion. And worse than that Marquez shit, because the way he come in with that and bounce out, Terrance Crawford gonna clip him. You know, even though I love Andre Ward, Terrance Crawford better. Andre Ward is one of my favorite fighters. Andre Ward a bad motherfucker. Terrance Crawford better than Roy Jones. Better. Roy Jones was more spectacular. He had better reflexes and he was more athletic and he was explosive, but not a better fighter. Not a better fighter, bro. I ain't finna keep going into who he beat and all that, but I'm just saying, bro, Terrance Crawford is definitely the fighter of the year. There's no, we can't even argue this shit, bro. Ain't nobody else in boxing, not even Canelo, has ever beat a top 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing. Nobody's done it. So we talk all that shit, we can keep trying to put people ahead of him. Like I said, Devin Haney has had a hell of a career, bro, but nobody has beat a Earl Spence. But like I said, I give Devin Haney credit because behind Terrance Crawford beating Earl Spence, none of these other candidates has beat a fighter as good as Loma. They go for David Benavidez and Inoue. You ain't beat nobody better than Loma. So, but Earl Spence trumps Loma. Earl Spence trumps that shit. Earl Spence top 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing. You can't take that shit away. You can't dispute it, bro. He's without a doubt the fighter of the year, bro. Fighter of the year. And I'm telling you, Terrance Crawford, he respected Earl too, though. Terrance Crawford respected Earl. Yeah, he respected Earl. That's why he studied him for so many years. I'm telling you, bro, you never know who watching you, bro. Terrance Crawford been watching Earl for years, bro. You can tell the way he fought. He knew everything about it. And I'm going to tell you something. Earl is not as predictable as people think. He just used the jab a lot. Yeah, he used the jab to the body, the straight left. But Earl is a different kind of fighter, bro. He throw a lot of jab, but he's not as predictable as people think. It's just that Terrance Crawford is damn near unpredictable. Terrance Crawford, I'm telling you, that's what's so hard to beat him. It's hard to come up with a game plan for Terrance Crawford. Earl Spence has realized getting in his chest ain't the answer. I said in my prediction, Earl need to box. In a mixture of how he done with Mikey and a mixture with how he done with Danny. It would have surprised Bud. I think that would have been his best answer. And work behind that jab. Work behind that jab, but move with it and not just stand in front of Bud. But, Terrance Crawford different. He's just different, bro. Different breed, a whole different animal. A whole different animal. And like I said, bro, Terrance Crawford is proven to have a granite chin. It ain't nothing in the ring he ain't great at. I think he great at everything. He's not just a great puncher. He got great defense. He's a great come forward fighter. He got great feet, great power, great reflexes, great ring IQ, great ring generalship. Everything he do is great in my opinion, and I'm just telling you, bro. I just had to give you your flowers, bro. I can't compare nobody to you when it comes to accolades at this point. Beating Earl Spence, bro, is better than anything anybody else has done in boxing. And if you motherfuckers can't agree, you just on dope and dog food. If you can't agree, you just on dope and dog food. There is nothing nobody else has done in boxing that's better than what Terrance Crawford did by beating Earl Spence. Because in my opinion, I think Earl Spence, I'm telling you, bro, it was such a 50-50 fight, but Earl was slightly the favorite because most people thought Earl was just too big and too strong for Terrance Crawford. I feel like a little bit of majority. Terrance Crawford was slightly the underdog. slightly. A lot of fighters picked Terrance Crawford. A lot of black OGs and shit, they picked Terrance Crawford over Earl because they don't like Earl. But for the most part, bro, it was damn near 60-40. A lot of people thought Earl was going to break Terrance. Even though I say Sean Porter was Terrance Crawford's toughest fight, Earl is a better fighter than Sean Porter. Earl is a better fighter. But Terrance Crawford showed, bro, I can turn up too. That's the thing. People thought, well, when Earl turned up, Terrance Crawford. But what about when Terrance? See, when Terrance turn up is different, bro. You got to take what he throwing back too. And dudes wasn't prepared, bro. Derrick James still in shock. He's still in shock. Because before the fight, he said, he ain't got no power. What power? But anyway, I just had to give you your flowers, bro. And it feel good to do a video where I'm just giving a fighter credit. Because I get tired of debunking all this racial shit. I get tired of talking shit to black fans for being monkeys. I get tired of talking shit to all these other motherfuckers for discrediting black fighters all the time. But I'm going to keep doing it. No, because anything I'm involved in, when it's corruption, when it's fake shit, I call that shit out. So, excuse me that most of my channel is debunking shit and about exposing motherfuckers for shitting on black fighters or trying to push bullshit ass narratives, but that's what boxing is. So, yeah, every now and then I get to slipping on banana peels too, because I just speak my mind, bro, and there's so many lies being told. But like I said, you can't lie and you can't deny, bro, that Terrance Crawford is fighter of the year. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.